Hey everybody, welcome back to Evolved Equine Partnership. If you're new to my channel, I'm Brooke and welcome. Today I have Spirit here and we are going to be working on some desensitization work. So Spirit is 10 years old and she lived 9 years just out in a big hayfield living her life happily. So she is not super exposed to certain things, so she can get a little bit spooked easily. The other day my mom was carrying a plastic bag on her and she was a little bit freaked out about it just because she isn't used to it. As of some of you might know, my mare Missy is super desensitized to a lot of stuff, and that is kind of the way that I would like Spirit to be. So let's get right into today's video and I hope that you guys all enjoy. So to start off, I just have a plastic bag on the end of my stick, and all I'm going to be doing is touching Spirit with this, flapping it around her a little bit, getting her used to kind of the noise of it, and teaching her that it's okay and it's not going to eat her. So one of the biggest things when desensitizing a horse is a horse can look like they're holding it all together, but really they're not. So they can stand there perfectly fine and you can do whatever to them, but really deep down inside they're like really upset and scared about it. So what I'm really going to be looking for is, like she has now, a droopy lip, half closed eyes, a nice set of ears, her head kind of low, and some licking and chewing and some yawning. I don't want this to be a scary experience for her, so we're just going to work very slowly at it. What's this? What's this? What's that? What is that? Good girl. Good. Good girl. So all she's doing there is she's not yet comfortable with it touching her shoulder. She's comfortable right now with it at her nose and right where she can see it. She's not comfortable with it touching her shoulder. So I'm just going to let her take a step back because that's where she feels comfortable, is touching it with her nose. Good girl. So I'm starting on this side of her body, the left side, and I'm just kind of starting, I'm working nowhere past her withers. Good. Good girl. That was a nice big sigh, which I'm really happy about. Good. Nice. Good girl. When doing desensitization work, you really just want to work slow and at the horse's pace and what they're comfortable with. So if she starts to back away, I know that I've kind of gone too far and I've pushed her out of her comfort zone, which I don't want to do because it's just going to make her more fearful of it. And then if you hold her and not let her move back, then it's just going to teach her to be tolerate. It's just going to teach her to tolerate it, but it's not going to teach her to accept it and trust it. Good girl. You can tell that she's really relaxed. She has a nice big droopy lip. Her eyes are half closed and really soft. There's no fear in them. And her ears are in a nice position, and she has a pretty good headset while I'm rubbing her. Right now she's watching Missy. But her ears are in a nice relaxed position and her head is at a nice headset. Oh, good girl. Good. loves just hanging out, whether there's a plastic bag involved or not. City girl. So you can see there that I was rubbing her with it nicely, and then as soon as I flapped it, she put her head up a little bit. She showed a bit of fear in her eyes, and she backed up. No, no, sweetie. No, no. So she was a little bit... Spirit, that's enough. So she was a little bit nervous once it started rattling on her, but she's playing with it with her mouth really nicely, and she's starting to really warm up to it. She's really realizing that the plastic bag isn't going to kill her. So I'm going to explain what just happened there. Was I started rattling... Missy, can we not throw stuff around in our shelter? So what happened there was I put it up to her shoulder and I started rattling it a little bit. And then she got a little bit fearful of it, and so she started to back away. So I just kept it in the same spot, gently rattling it, and then as soon as it came closer to her nose, she was totally fine with it. So she's just not fully comfortable with it rattling up on her shoulder yet. She's just still kind of getting used to that. Good girl. Good. So this is where I'm going to end with Spirit for today. Is she's been more accepting to it flapping, but she's getting a bit distracted because we've been at it for a while, and I'm gonna let her go back and finish her afternoon snack and stand in the shade because it's pretty hot in the sun, and I'm gonna come back and work with her again. She's like, oh, okay, it's time to leave. I'm gonna come back and work with her again tomorrow, and we will just continue to work on it and see how she gets better. So I'm just going to show you guys the last part here. Oh, she's a little distracted. Pay attention. So I'm able to do a bit of flapping, which is really great. But that's where I'm going to end with her for today because I don't want to do too much with her. But I will come back and continue working on it with her. and I will make a part 2. So I will see you guys all in the next one. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Bye!